Now, I would be remiss because obviously the show is called The Huge Boob Corner if we didn't talk about boobs a little bit.
Oh yeah.
So let's get into the meat and potatoes of that. So have you always had big boobs?
I have.
You always have. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Now, have they grown over the years, or have they just kind of like they got to their size and they've stayed at that size?
So in high school, I had double Ds, and I was very popular with the boys and hated by the girls.
Sure.
So I didn't get to.
That's such a common story.
It is. Girls are bitches. Girls are bitchy when they're young because they're insecure and they're told by their mothers that, oh my God, that whore. And, I was never that kind of mother. So I had like double Ds. Mm-hmm. And then I got pregnant with my first daughter and they were like almost this big.
Sure.
And then after her, I was like, oh, I want them back.
Okay.
So I went and had them filled. I know they look natural. I can't show you.
Yeah.
But you can't tell.
I got to be honest. When I've seen them, I actually couldn't tell. And usually, I feel like I'm pretty good at knowing.
Well, they're only like less than 50%.
Sure.
Fake.
Sure.
So the rest is like real. So it's just like a little. Mm-hmm. It just like lifted them up a little bit. Now my nipples are getting hard because I'm playing with them.
Well, that's okay.
Okay. All right.
That's all right.
Yeah.
Although, it's hopefully YouTube's anti-whatever won't.
Hopefully Sport doesn't, they look really fucking good, right?
Yeah, no. Well, hey, and that's it's like sometimes I've always taken pride. Like, I feel like I don't have to ask, but with yours, I was saying, I don't know. And it bothered me.
Yeah. I made so much money in clubs with these tits because guys would be like, those aren't real. And I'd be like, yeah, they are. Touch them. If you can't fill the bag, you owe me a dance. Yeah. Got them every time.
So I'm curious, do you have a favorite thing about having big boobs?
Everything. Like they've opened more doors than doorknobs.
Sure.
No,
sure.
I mean, they're great. I can't imagine my life without them. Like, mm-hmm. They're part of my personality.
Okay.
They get people to really underestimate me a lot of the times, which is always fun.
Well, and that's the thing. I've never understood the idea that having big boobs somehow translates into not having intelligence.
Yeah.
Like I've never gotten especially if they're natural, because it's like you can't affect how your body grows.
Yeah.
Like that. But this idea that, because big boobs they are the best eye catchers, I think, in the world.
They are.
Nobody can't look at them.
Unless you're like 7 feet tall.
Yeah.
Big boobs trumps them every time.
Exactly.
Unless it's like a really big ass, but
yeah,
the big ass should be like hanging out.
Yeah. Well, but like boobs especially, you can be walking around and everybody looks at them.
Yes.
Even if it's a reflex.
Yes.
Like
mommy.
Yeah, right. It's something where even if people don't want to look at them or have they will. So I think they're the most natural eye-catching, especially, at least body part.
Yes.
But, and that's, it's something that, obviously can get a lot of positive attention, a lot of negative attention. But it sounds like for you, do you still get negativity thrown at you, or is it mostly, positive?
I don't really care if some girl doesn't like him anymore. Now I'm like, I don't care.
Yeah.
There was a time where, my family was always like, why do you always have to dress like that? Why are they always out? And then I'm like, why aren't yours? Why aren't you more sexual?
Yeah.
Why aren't you more flirty? Why is this my problem?
Yeah.
And so I think I've just learned over the years, I don't listen to any of the negative stuff because I really don't care. And the positive stuff is really great. At the end of the day, if me having big boobs and walking around can make someone else smile or add a little value or happiness to someone's day, then okay, great.
Well, I don't know anything that makes me smile more than huge boobs, except for maybe cheese.
Okay.
But you can combine those.
Yes, you can combine them.
But
yes, you can, George Costanza. Yes,
yeah, right.
So you can smear some of the cheese on them.
A nice brie, on there.
Right?
Just
a little camembert.
Yeah, something soft.
Yeah, pois for sure.
So getting some good ideas.
Yeah.
So I'm curious. when you shot, did Score reach out to you or did you reach out to them?
I reached out to Score when I was dating Thor. He was like, you should hit up Elliot Stone from Score on Twitter. And I did. And so he gave me the information of their talent acquisition people. And I reached out to them. They said to send them some pictures. And within like 24 hours, I had my first offer letter.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
So I was like, yay.
Oh, that's, do you think that like, did they leave it so that, hey, we want you back? Or is it something that you'd have to follow up with, do you think?
I'm sure I would probably have to follow up. They have hundreds and hundreds of people.
Sure.
I'm sure that hit them up every day. And so I'm just grateful for the shoots that I got with them. Of course, I would, love to do more work with them in any sense. So, yeah.
So aside from like obviously the major companies that are out there, is there any company in particular that you love, like you love what they do, the look of them, and you think that they're, because a lot of them are similar, but some of them can really stand out. I don't know if there's any. I really love Brazzers. I like the way they shoot, where it's kind of like comedic and there's like personality in it. Yeah. Bang Bros is fun. Like they've been around forever, right? To be in the back of that bus, pretending like, oh, I just don't know what to do. Oh, that would be like iconic. I'd be like, well, and they're more reality based. Like they're more the reality kind of, because I remember when they started that they tried to play it off like the girls in the van and the bus were just regular people.
Yeah.
And instead of actually, and maybe in the beginning a lot of them were just more amateur performers.
Yeah.
But it wasn't until I saw somebody, I think, on an episode of theirs that I was like, oh, I know. I've seen her in a lot of stuff. I know where this is going.
Yeah.
But no, Brazzers definitely has that focus on almost kind of that classic storyline type stuff, which personally I actually kind of miss. I miss like, I know reality has taken a lot because a lot of people like the amateur reality stuff, but part of me almost likes a narrative.
I like the narrative. I like the story, right?
Yeah,
I want to really root for the people. you need some lead up to that. Like Gonzo scenes just don't do it for me personally.
Sure.
I mean, they're great for some people, but yeah.
It's getting down to the nitty gritty on those scenes. Like there's no setup, there's no characterization, as it were.
Yeah,
like you would want to play characters.
Yeah, I'm into role play, so
sure.
Yeah, all these scenes and scripts and stuff I love. I like it. I really love them. So